Years ago, on my morning commute to school, I witnessed something that left me traumatized. That morning, just like any other morning, my alarm woke me up at 6, and after some hair, makeup, and toast, I left by 7. Even though first period wasn't until 8 and my commute only 30 minutes, any New Yorker knows that the trains always deliver the unexpected. I hopped onto the D train, which was always a bit sketchy. Once the train doors opened, I rushed inside. There was a seat calling my name. It was across from a guy who was asleep. His hoodie was covering his face. I sat down and pulled out a book to study for my biology exam. I was halfway through my commute when the train came to a sudden stop. I looked up and saw that the guy sitting across from me slid and was almost off his seat. He was leaning on the woman sitting next to him, so she pushed him away from her, and when she did this, he fell to the ground. The train started moving again. The guy was laying on the floor. He was right next to my feet. A few people got up from their seats to check on him as he didn't get up and wasn't moving. One man, while trying not to lose his balance, walked over and leaned down to check on him. He was a nurse. He asked if anyone had a bottle of water. I reached into my book bag and handed him mine. The man poured a little water onto his face to try to wake him up. No response. He then unzipped the guy's heavy jacket to check his breathing. Still nothing. Someone pulled the emergency brake and another person walked between the train cars to get to the train conductor. They tried to look for his phone or wallet to find his ID and emergency contact information, but his pockets were empty. I couldn't help but look down at the guy now. I recognized him. We usually rode the train together every morning. The only interaction we've ever had was the occasional eye contact. I used to catch him from the corner of my eye glancing at me. What happened to him? He had a black eye. I felt so bad and sick to my stomach. And then his eyes suddenly opened and were looking right at me, so lifeless. We finally reached the next stop. I got off the train along with a few other passengers. The paramedics came quickly. They carried his body off of the train and we all watched, hoping that there was a small chance he could be okay. They placed him down and checked his vitals. Nothing. They confirmed that he was dead. I was late for school already, so I called my dad. He told me to calm down and that I could take the day off from school if I wanted. A few days later, I found a short article about the train incident along with the guy's name. I looked him up on Facebook and found his profile. His mom posted on his page saying that he died of a drug overdose. He also got into a fight with a few teenagers the night before, and they jumped and mugged him. Afterward, the teenagers placed him inside one of the empty train cars and left. It was past midnight on a weekday, so no one saw. For the rest of the year, my morning commutes weren't the same. I was traumatized. That was the first dead body I saw.